Hi, this is Majin, and here's my thoughts on Schism and the Regenesis and the split of the X-Men. Now, before, I thought, you know what, this X-Men split, it's a great idea, in the sense of, you have a whole bunch of teams, a whole bunch of different comics, and it's basically they're just using the same people over and over again, and as a whole, the X-Men have been pretty bad. There really hasn't been strong stories in a long time, and they need to do something to change things up. So, when like most of you other people, I saw the teaser trailers and who's going to what side and things like that, and I thought, well, those were some interesting picks, for going for which side, but it didn't dawn on me something really, really important. And it wasn't until I got this issue that it hit me. They really needed to do this, and not for the reasons, not necessarily just for the reasons I mentioned. Basically, if you look at what's going on with the split, you have, this issue basically here goes systematically one by one as Wolverine and Cyclops go to different people. So let's take a look here. Now, let me go to this last page here. Okay. What you have here is, you have Cyclops leading a team of Colossus, Magneto, Emma Frost, Namor, Danger, and he's got Hope, Psylocke, and with Hope comes some her generation people. There's Pixie, like people, the twins, or not the twins, but the triplets. People that, and Storm. So these are the old guard. A lot of these people have been established as X-Men, or Hope is. I'm only throwing Hope in that mix because of the Jean Grey tie-in and Cable, and with like Pixie's been in, as somebody mentioned in one of these, when it was Pixie's turn, that anytime you see Pixie, she was been in X-Men. She was somebody that Scott always called to, for teleportation, flight, magic, things like that. So these are the people that have been in the X-Men, or predominantly in the front, and constantly we're getting airtime. Now let's look at Wolverine. Wolverine gets Iceman, who, when has Iceman done anything worth anything? The Beast, who left the X-Men because of Cyclops' decision. He also got Cannonball, who's troubled. Is going through some family, personal issues. Rachel Summers, who hasn't been seen in a long time, and she almost has a redundant power, with the White Queen. Havok and Polaris, who again haven't been seen for a very, very long time. And if you have Magneto on one side, why do you need Polaris on that same side? So naturally, she's going to go to the other side. And the key part that I didn't realize at the time, but fully realize it now. Wolverine has a bunch of the newer mutants. If you remember a while back ago, they had that new, it was like a New Mutants series, and you had all of these characters like Dusk, and I don't even know their names, but there's like that rock guy, the guy who got his arms cut off, hands cut off, and then other those like robotic cybernetic parts, and it's a lot of those characters, and these people they don't use them at all. No character development. I hardly ever see them, so I don't even know their names. And I read a lot of X-Men. So what they've effectively done is they've given these characters now a chance to shine in the spotlight. And under Wolverine, if they put these characters with Cyclops, the X-Men sales would plummet. because, you know, it's Cyclops, right? You put these characters with Wolverine, people are going to go, get Wolverine, I gotta go buy it. You know, it's Wolverine. I have to have 30 different Wolverine titles in my subscription service, so they're going to buy it. And that was the smartest thing that they could have done. Hopefully, the writers, after, you know, the split takes place, will be able to do something with these characters and be able to elevate them like they did with Pixie, because you know, like, these characters, they need these characters to develop, and if they all stay at Utopia, they're never going to develop, because they're always going to be thrown in the back. They're going to be used as the team that is the last resort, you know, when the Sentinel comes to destroy things type nonsense. So, this was actually a really, really important direction that they chose. You know, my guess over time is what's going to happen is, give it about a year or 2 years, and eventually you're going to start seeing some more crossing over, and eventually, whether it's a sales dictating or story driven, they're eventually going to combine the two teams again, and it'll go back to the way it used to be. But hopefully what will happen is some of these characters that haven't had a lot of airtime will now be able to stand with the regular X-Men, and actually contribute more towards the story, rather than just be that, I don't know who that is in the background, who just takes damage. Anyways, that's my thoughts on the Regenesis. So if you have any comments or questions, let me know. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think am I on target on that, or do you think there's some other stupid reasons that they're thinking of doing for this, other than just to generate sales? So I'll have more reviews up later. So until next time.